Okay, Toyota Matt here. I guess we're going to cover surface polishing. Um, Remember we talked about brown for block, red for head. This will be a two-step. Kind of started that one already, but figured, take the sight protection off live. And we'll see if it did its job. On that one it did, but you can see the paint leaked in. And there's also imperfections on the surface from, the previous times the axle shaft has been on and off and, boogered up. So we're going to polish it too. We call this our in-house machine shop. But you start out with the brown because it's for the cast iron. And I always like to take my bare hand and feel for any burrs. I feel the paint. I think that's our stripped one we have to concern ourselves with. I did get a longer stud for that. We'll get more into that in a little bit. But you hold it at a bevel, see? Not flat, but on a bevel, and you work your way around as going, so you lean into the bevel. I like to change it up. You always gotta ride it in. Yeah, you don't want to get too aggressive with it. That's about it. I'm not trying to take out these the removal spots. That's a dimple. I just want to take any rough stuff off. I'm gonna hit this again. Hit this one more time. Now the brown actually takes meat off, but the red is a polishing because it's for aluminum. Yeah, that might be a better way to look at this, instead of my hand. Why did I think of that before? So this is just a surface polish now. That's smooth. That's smooth like glass. And this is 3M's roll-lock system. I'm a fan of this. You just roll it and it locks. And it locks in the direction it spins. You can get these at Harbor Freight. It's just a right angle die grinder. You need the snappy little roll-lock adapter for it. But there's wider paths. We'll get more into that later. I just wanted to show you guys polishing, because those surfaces, I'm happy with that now. I don't want these to flash rust because I'm going to be putting the studs in. But one thing I am going to do is, because I am driving the studs in, I don't know what kind of material went in there. I'm going to blow out all the threaded holes. Some stuff came out, it got hit in the face. Anything that fell in there could cause cross-threading, I'm going to take some crystal satin enamel, and I'm just going to put a tiny mist coat on here because I don't want the flash rust. It'll be a few days before we and if I'm worried about that, I could wipe it off with brake clean later, but this just seals it. Well, for goodness sake. So the next step is we're going to press in some studs, wheel studs, and we're going to drive in. We're going to hand drive in the 8mm actually axle hub studs. So yeah, we're off. That is smooth. So my axle shafts are not OEM. There's some aftermarket variety, and this part here, I guess the flange or whatever, is thicker, so I have to use a longer stud. Not an OT because the ones I got were too short, but simply because this part's thicker. It seems strange too, my dowel pins stayed in this and not in the not in the hub, but maybe that's the way they're supposed to be. More on that when we figure it out.